nigga cats.
Put your hands up, 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 put your hands up.
What's up, y'all? You already know this your Rockstar Wicked Witch. Trump. He said it was coming. The big, beautiful bill to fix immigration is here, is massive, and is changing everything. Higher fees just to stay legal, more ICE agents, and more deportations. The big, beautiful bill signed into law by President Trump last week will allow him to dramatically expand his immigration crackdown, giving Immigration and Customs Enforcement an unprecedented pool of funding to bolster its effort to arrest and deport immigrants living in the U.S. illegally. The money allocated by the law amounts to the largest infusion of funds Congress has given the federal government for immigration enforcement at a time when the Trump administration has vowed to oversee a deportation campaign of unprecedented proportions. Overall, the Republican-led Congress set aside roughly $170 billion for immigration enforcement and border security efforts through the legislation, including $75 billion in extra funding for ICE, making it by far the highest funded law enforcement agency in the federal government. The bill will supercharge immigration enforcement, said Kathleen Bush Joseph, an attorney at the Migration Policy Institute, a nonpartisan think tank in Washington, D.C. Trump is putting America first with a tough immigration law that protects our borders, our jobs, and our safety. This isn't just a speech anymore, it's law. Trump's new bill is $170 billion in immigration enforcement spending. The final bill allocates $45 billion for immigration detention centers, as well as about $30 billion to hire more ICE personnel for transportation costs and to maintain ICE facilities, among other spending. It comes as detention centers operate beyond their capacity. The American Immigration Council estimates that the new funding could expand detention capacity to at least 116,000 beds. Bush Joseph said the money may help reduce overcrowding and improve staffing, but she is also concerned that it will lead to a broader use of detention. After migrants are identified as removable from the U.S., they may be released ahead of their court dates, held in local jails, or placed in ICE detention. The Trump administration has made plans to end a policy known as catch and release, which allows people to be released from detention while they await an immigration court hearing, but ending it will require more detention space. Bush Joseph said that individuals in immigration custody tend to face greater challenges with communication, obtaining counsel, interpretation, and understanding their rights. Donald Trump is taking real action, investing billions to finish the wall, grow ICE, expand detention, and making sure immigrants follow the rules. If you're an immigrant in the U.S. right now, undocumented, this bill changes everything. Republicans also sought to make the immigration process more expensive with increased or new fees. Among the biggest changes to the immigration provisions from the House to the Senate version is the reduction in the minimum fee required to apply for asylum, from $1,000 in the initial House version to $100 in the final bill. The adjustment came after the Senate parliamentarian determined that the highest fee did not meet the rules needed to qualify for a simple majority vote. Author said adjudicating each application can be costly. It's not unreasonable to expect them to pay at least $100 for their asylum application, if only to cover a portion, and a very small portion of that, of the processing and adjudication fees, he added, speaking about migrants seeking asylum to stay in the U.S. Supporters of the bill, including Donald Trump and DHS Secretary Christie, say this is about law and order. About $13.5 billion is put towards reimbursing states and local governments engaging in immigration and border-related enforcement. Some critics have questioned the need for more border security funding, given that the number of people crossing the southern border has fallen to its lowest level in decades, with slightly over 6,000 apprehensions in June, according to preliminary figures released by the Department of Homeland Security. This bill is massive and real, but does spending 170 billion actually solve the problem or just make life harder for everyday people? We need secure borders. So that's the truth about Donald Trump's big beautiful bill. It's huge, it's here, and it's already changing immigration in America.
Look at me, look at you, baby. Fake mother showing me crazy. I'm a real rocker, baby. You think you a rocker, you crazy. Emo, new metal, hard rock, punk rock, new wave, space rock, glam rock, art rock.
Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. You already know. This your Rockstar Wicked Witch.